we're going to be replacing the outside water spigot. It's a little hard to get to. I knew where it was at because upstairs is the kitchen sink, which is directly above us. The outside water spigot is outside, just in line with the kitchen sink. I went underneath the kitchen sink, didn't see it. Popped the ceiling panel, found it. It's a little hard to see, but there's a freeze break on the water spigot. You can see it right there. So instead of trying to reach way back up in there and cut and solder and all that, I prefabbed the water spigot. All I did was solder a piece of copper on it, roughly that long. I unscrewed the water spigot outside, put the spigot outside, and I intended on coming in here and cutting this. However, water's still on, so we got to figure out where it's at. We've got our water heater. There's no false valves or anything in here. You could see where they had a what used to be a water softener looped back together. You may or may not be able to use that line. And then you look up here and follow that line, and it shoots toward the front of the house. Goes right there, shoots over, and goes toward the front. So then if you follow that line, sometimes you can do it based on the cold going into the water heater. So it's right there. You see how it tees back up there. And then lo and behold, in the finished basement, there's a door. This is a pressure reducing valve, check valve, a water main. We can also confirm it is by seeing where it exits the house. Exits the house, comes in, and goes up. So now the main is off. So now we have to drain the water some way, somehow, because we're downstairs and everything's above us. You can use the pressure relief, but sometimes the pressure reliefs will stick on. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver and open the drain valve to the water heater. And once this acts like it's stopped, it's got a line on it. It almost acts like the pressure's off of it now. So let's move this around a little bit. Nope. Just a bunch of line on there. That still acts like it has pressure. We're going to let it run for a minute. It's acting like it's wanting to die down a little bit. I'll move the valve around, make sure it's not lime. And there we go. Some of them won't die down that good, but it's created an airlock. The pressure's off of it, so we're going to shut it back off so we don't have to remember to turn it on. And then I'm going to set you up on this tripod, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing up in the ceiling. I'll try not to get in your way of seeing what I'm doing up there. Perfect. So I'm gonna get the tube cutters. Sometimes I'll sand the pipe up before I cut it. Being that we drained it at the water heater, it should have a siphon on it. And we shouldn't get a whole lot of water. Should be pretty clean now. Just cut it and prevent from dropping our tube cutters down in the wall. We'll be all right. Once you break through, you should hear a hissing, and if it's not spraying water, it's siphoning water, which is what you want. If it's spraying water, either your main valve isn't working. Heck, this one is a little bit. We're going to open the water heater back up. I think it's just water trapped. Yeah, 'cause now it's done. Okay.